The Adaptable Sustainable Psychology Collection is about supporting mental well-being and building emotional sustainability. Hello, my name's Amberly Meredith. I'm a registered psychologist and I've been working in mental health for over 25 years. The Subtle Injury of Influence is the first book in the series, and it's looking at how experiences, people, the media, your culture can all influence your mental and emotional well-being. And as the title implies, sometimes in very subtle ways, where we don't even realize we've been adversely affected. When we live in an environment where there are competing messages, competing agendas, people who might prioritize their needs over our own, we can be moved and even manipulated into feeling certain ways that aren't always good for us. A classic example is our image. We are presented with pictures, whether, well, they used to be in magazines, they're obviously now online, or in social media, they're on the television, they're in the movie theatre, and they're often very curated or perfected images. And over time that creates a bit of a template for us. This is what we're supposed to look like. This is how we're supposed to be all the time. There's nothing wrong whatsoever with wanting to enhance your appearance, with wanting to change your appearance. But when it starts to get connected to your sense of self-worth, when it's tied into this idea of feeling good about yourself, it can become problematic. You can start to doubt yourself, and that's one of those spirals. And then you can fall down into anxiety or depression, and you might start to feel overwhelmed with this sense of simply not being enough. So book one is really touching into that idea of, okay, so maybe I've accumulated some things that aren't helpful and I might need to be learning some more supportive tools to look after myself through this process. There are many exercises within the book that are about building that tool of self-compassion, and understanding how we deal with emotions is important, and that whilst we're wanting to look at what's not working, we also need to be building an idea of, well, what will work? Because you can't take one thing away and not replace it with something. And that theme kind of runs through all the books. It's delving deeper into that beautiful complexity that we have as human beings and building ideas of what are healthy coping mechanisms, what's going to be supportive, what's going to be sustainable.